genius-type minds in all of college football.
And he's dialing up these pressures. Look at the pressure in the face of Bryce Young. Ovi Agofu, number 18, is there. Moro Ajomo is there. These guys are getting home. They are starting to win up front.
Burnip punting, deep, Worthy with the fair catch at the 44-yard line. So Texas with terrific field position to start their second series here in the second half. Folks, we got a 10-10 game. Number one team in the nation on the road. And Texas is fighting.
Spies. Saboteurs. Assassins. We've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion. I couldn't face myself if I gave up now.
Let's go!
Hang on! Star Wars Andor 3-episode premiere streaming soon.
A lot of us when we were young had mentors that helped us to believe in ourselves, that we could achieve our dreams with hard work and sacrifice. The USTA Foundation, through education and tennis programs, are doing just that, with hundreds of thousands of under-resourced kids across the nation served. So let's join them to help. This Saturday and Sunday, Jersey Mike's will donate 20% of all sales to the USTA Foundation. Together, we always make a difference.
Wasn't me.
You're never responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card.
What do we want delivered every month? Clumping litter, salmon pate. Love that for me. Choose the frequency and ship it. I feel so accomplished. Now you can pet me.
Great prices on everything pets want. Chewy.
T-Mobile has 5G here, and we also cover you up here. Yup. Get free Wi-Fi now with streaming all flight long. We do coverage differently, with expanded high-speed data across the world. So you're connected here, and here? Not yet. But down here, you're covered with a year of AAA roadside assistance on us. On the ground, in the air, or overseas, T-Mobile has coverage beyond the expected.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by T-Mobile. More 5G bars in more places. And by Jersey Mike's Subs. Be a sub above. Alabama has punted 4 straight times after scoring on both of its first 2 possessions. As we take a look at our score, 10-10. Best starting field position of the day for Texas. Card went off the field limping, but he's back on. First down at the 44. Bijan Robinson, the pistol back. He changes formation, play action. Card steps up, delivers deep. Can he get there? Incomplete. Whittington, the intended receiver, but good coverage in the secondary by Helms.
Beautiful coverage by Helms. Good ball by Card. Look, this was thrown on the money, but Helms is right there. Just terrific coverage from the safety. And an excellent job getting back right underneath Jordan Whittington as Texas tries to take another shot down the field. And Hudson Card has been limping, folks. He went in the tent, got that right ankle wrapped up, and now he has been limping. And we'll see where he goes. And now they'll be in the Wildcat.
So it's Johnson, the Wildcat quarterback, runs the option, gets across the line of scrimmage, muscles his way close to midfield. Branch with the tackle, a 5-yard gain.
Well, this could not be a worse situation for Steve Sarkisian. His starting quarterback, who played so well in the first quarter, was knocked out. He's no longer here. Now Hudson Card has started games before, barely experienced to be a backup in this situation. Now it looks like he's limping around. We're down to possibly Charles Wright, Malik Murphy, if they've got to come in the ball game.
3rd down and 5 of the 49. Card under pressure, underneath. Nice catch, Whittington on the slant. And now they say it's incomplete.
Good coverage there. Back end, and there's that limp. Boy, pronounced limp from Hudson Card now as he jogs off. And Texas cannot capitalize
on great field position.
Terrific field position. They're trying to run an RPO. Here's Young coming in. Bam, he takes a big hit right there after that last pass.
That was Young with the hit. This Alabama defense, they will make Texas pay. The Kool-Aid lets it go over his head and down at the 1, inside the 1. How about Trejo? Back-to-back monster kicks. This one from 50 yards. Alabama backed up deep.
Introducing the first ever all-electric Chevy Equinox EV, powered by the Ultium platform.
I got to.
With a GM estimated up to 300-mile range on a full charge and a starting price around $30,000. It's everything you want in an electric SUV. Chevy Equinox EV, finally, an EV for everyone.
I've got that blue sky, I've got that sunshine.
Hi, we're Visible, a different kind of wireless company, running on a big, impressive wireless network. How are we different? We exist only on your phone, so you get unlimited data for just $30 a month, taxes and fees included. Plus, we have a new plan with 5G ultra wideband. Switch today at visible.com.
Walk with me, I'll walk with you. Down these troubled roads we've stumbled into. We're all in this thing together, we're gonna make it through. Will you walk with me? Oh, I'll walk with you. Walk with me, and I'll walk with you.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are
mighty,
annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Woo! Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Allstate, reminding you that football season is mayhem. Interesting turn of events, folks. Ewers in street clothes, the starting quarterback. Card, the backup, experience, limping. This young man may be the next one to go in, Charles Wright. He's from Austin. Right now, though, Alabama deep in their own territory. First down and 10. Bama, 3 consecutive 3-and-outs. They're at their own 1. Here's a handoff straight ahead for a little bit of room. McClellan, who had that 81-yard touchdown run in the first half.
Gus, early in this game, that offensive line was rolling off the ball for Alabama and really winning the line of scrimmage, but they have not been able to do that. The defensive line for Texas has been really good, stopping the run on early downs, forcing the game into the hands of Bryce Young in that passing attack, and those wide receivers have not been able to get open.
Second down and 7 at the 4. Young out of his own end zone. Young winds up down the field. Nobody even close. Burton, the intended receiver.
I mean, Texas gets away with one here because they clearly held Burton in the middle of the field as he was trying to run downfield for a big play. No flag was thrown, and now it's 3rd and 7, and we'll see what this pass rush can do in trying to get home. They've been dialing up those blitzes, exotic pressures, trying to bring different guys and 5, 6 guys on the pass rush. We'll see if they do it here.
And the crowd gets into it. Young, 10 of 17, 71 yards. And a bottle on the field. And they've gone away, Joel, from finding Jahmyr Gibbs in space.
And what's interesting
in the passing game.
This is one of the first times that Jahmyr Gibbs has been in on a passing situation since missing that pass protection, which led to a Bryce Young sack. So clearly something going on in the protection scheme that they're not comfortable with Gibbs, but here he is on a 3rd down.
3rd and 7 at the 4. Young steps up, and he's sacked. It's a safety. That's a safety. T'Vondre Sweat. Who are these Longhorns on defense? Unreal.
Gus, there was a flag down late. DeMarvion Overshown came in flying just after the play. This might be a flag on Texas. Watch as Young gets corralled.
Personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting, number 0, defense, 15-yard penalty. That's the previous spot, automatic, first down. The previous play is under further review.
Roughing the passer, it looks like that was an Ole play.
Well, they're calling it on Overshown. I told you he came in late, and you could see he came in late and went over Bryce Young. This targeting will get waved off. But this is the important note, folks. They called roughing the passer with targeting. Even if targeting goes away, the roughing the passer will stay. Here's the pressure. Young goes down. Now Overshown's going to come in right there. Clearly not targeting. I feel like that's going to go away. But they called the personal foul. I don't know if he's even down there, but that's not reviewable. So the roughing the passer will stay here.
He barely touched him, Joel.
I understand that.
That's horrible. Mike Pereira, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting play, but what you have here is they called roughing the passer, and as Joel perfectly put, with targeting. So that means that they can review the targeting aspect, but the roughing the passer part you cannot review. So even though we think it might not be because he's not even down at that point, that's not going to be reviewable. So they should take off the targeting, but they will then enforce the roughing the passer, which will give Alabama a first down.
Boy, what a huge break for Alabama. And again, the coverage downfield. Gus, how many times are we going to see on 3rd down Bryce Young holding the ball? You know, Young's not even down here. Look at that. He's still up when that kind of ball comes out and he tries to throw it.
That's a horrible call. The targeting call is horrible, and the roughing the passer call is horrible.
Listen,
He wasn't down, as you mentioned.
I don't disagree. I think that the official has a really hard time seeing whether he's down. He's got to anticipate that he's down as he's rolling over the defender. I will say
I understand that, but they missed that one, right?
The targeting, certainly. The roughing call is more subjective.
He's not down.
You know, he's going to be defenseless there. So they're looking at the targeting. Is there any contact to the head or neck area? Which it doesn't seem to be the case. And again, like, he's not down. Now, the only other thing I would ask Mike.
Let's go back to Mike. Mike Pereira.
Mike, what is the fact that he's not down due to this play?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're maybe looking at the shin here, but again, Joel, you have to take the whole play in context here. I mean, is it one where you had roughing the passer? We'll get the
hold on, Mike.
now.
There is no foul for targeting or roughing the passer, as the foul was described incorrectly to the referee. The only foul that we reviewed was the targeting, as there was no roughing the passer called. 4th down.
Holy cow. That was wild. The announcement in the stadium was very clear.
So because he wasn't down, he got the ball out, no safety.
And he's being explained. This is wild. I've never seen this. Scott Campbell, our referee, said, Mike, he says it was explained to him wrong and that he shouldn't have announced roughing with targeting. Is that correct?
That's exactly what he's saying. He's saying at this point that the description was targeting and that was the roughing the passer penalty, the targeting aspect, not roughing the passer with targeting, but the act of targeting was the roughing the passer. So that's the way they got around it to take it off. Now, the one thing, you can question that as to what they might discuss or how they discussed it, but in the end, you got this to where it belonged, which was no foul. And I think that's probably the most important part.
And because he got the ball out and wasn't down, it's not a safety. And are they ruling that was a forward pass, so it's incomplete? Because the ball rolled out of the end zone, Mike, which would have been a safety.
Yeah, and so they can't get involved with intentional grounding.
Correct.
That's one thing they can't get involved with in instant replay. So they ruled that it was backward, and they ruled that it was an incomplete, that the arm had basically started forward.
Wild.
Burnham sends it away. Worthy has it with space, with a nice move, and finally knocked down at the 39, a 44-yard punt and a 10-yard return. Jalen Moody with the tackle on special teams, but Texas has great field position.
Gus, that was wild. I've never,
so let's
in
get
my
it,
life,
let's get it clear.
Here's the clear
What
description.
happened?
What happened is Scott Campbell called on the field. The announcement was roughing with targeting. That's not what he was supposed to say. He was supposed to say targeting. Just targeting, which was the act of roughing, and they're together, which means that if it's not targeting, it's also not roughing. So when he takes the targeting off, the roughing comes off. It's not automatic first down for Alabama. It's an incomplete pass, 4th down, and they have to punt.
1st down and 10 from the 39. Carr drops it off in the flats. Now they're going to get the little speedster going in space as Worthy picks up 6 yards.
And now we go back to this wild storyline of the quarterback room for Texas. Gus Hudson-Card now still on the field, clearly limping and hobbled, as Quinn Ewers, the day's starter, is in street clothes on the sidelines. And now Steve Sarkisian is going to have to operate with a hobbled quarterback tied at 10 here in the third quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 33. Bijan Robinson the pistol. Card sets up a screen. He's got his man. Sanders loses his footing. And a flag on the play.
This is going to be on Will Anderson again. Clearly, Sanders is down, and Anderson came in and hit him late.
After the play was over, personal foul, necessary roughness, number 31. Defense, 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. Automatic.
I think we're starting to see the frustration from a great player in Will Anderson. We haven't been able to call his name on those passing downs much. Right here, Sanders clearly down, rolls over, and Anderson just comes in and takes a totally ill-advised shot. For an experienced player, he's got to know better than that. He didn't have a sack against Utah State. They were getting the ball out so quickly. Much the same today against Texas. He has been unable to make the impact that I'm sure he was hoping to make all offseason as the best defensive player returning in college football.
12 penalties, 73 yards against Bama. 1st and 10 of the 23. Robinson tries to break it outside, breaks a tackle, holds onto the rock as he goes down inside the Alabama 20. Branch with the tackle. A gain of 5.
The key for Texas, though, is capitalizing when they have these types of breaks. We saw right before the half, they drive down, don't get any points out of that series. Now, good field position. A late hit from Will Anderson. They need to capitalize, Gus, on these situations here in a tie ball game.
2nd down and 6 from the 19. And it's Johnson this time. Keeps his legs churning. Roschon Johnson brought down by Moody. Picks up 4.
Huge 3rd down here. On these short yardage situations, I always just think of Roschon Johnson as his ability as a former quarterback to be in a kind of a wildcat set if you don't want to expose your injured quarterback in the backfield. And here he goes. So now Hudson Card runs out as a wide receiver, and now Roschon Johnson will act as the wildcat quarterback.
And Johnson hands it off. They won't get anything. Great defense by Alabama. Robinson was the runner. Toa defensively for the Crimson Tide.
They're so fast. Watch them flow over the top, and Toa is right there. He's such a good player, such a smart player, and they'll bring on the kicking unit. Last time, poor snap led to a pulled kick. So many times, Gus, you see someone pull it left, and the next one they miss it right. They overcorrect.
So Bert Auburn gets another opportunity. He missed a 20-yarder. And this one is perfect. Texas, 6:27 to go in the 3rd. Takes a 13-10 lead over Alabama, the #1 team in the nation.
Welcome to Hampton, Mr. Johnson. Ready for the big game?
Huge. Big game. Big game.
That is pretty big.
Big game. Big game.
Best rest for the best dress.
Me. Watch out. Down the sideline. Waffles.
I love waffles.
2 with honey, Mr. Johnson.
When you need to get ready for the big game, it matters where you stay. Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Meet Google Pixel 6a, a smarter phone for a smarter price, powered by the Google Tensor chip. So your camera can see in the dark with Night Sight. Fix your photos with Magic Eraser. Photograph all skin tones accurately with Real Tone. And last up to 72 hours with Extreme Battery Saver. It's all you want in a phone. Google Pixel 6a. Switch it up and get the all-new Google Pixel 6a on us.
너무 창피해요.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Metaphorically, yeah.
Carnita.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
The Angels battle the Astros, or the Guardians face the Twins. Baseball Night in America, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox. Washington State, Wisconsin, next on Fox.
The NFL is back with a huge Week 1 doubleheader on Fox. First, the Trey Lance era begins as the Niners take on the Bears. Then in America's Game of the Week, reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers leads the pack against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. It all kicks off tomorrow on Fox. We've got a game here, folks. 6:27 to go. Third quarter, 13-10. Texas taking their first lead of this game as they send it deep into the end zone for a touchback. So what do you do if you're Bryce Young, Bill O'Brien, and Alabama offensively? What kind of adjustment do you think they need to make?
Well, look at these drives, Gus. 4 straight 3-and-outs with the punt. I mean, the second drive was a missed tackle for a touchdown. They have not done much against this defense. So what do they need to change? Well, they've got to start having some first down success and getting the safeties to really jump down on some of this run game. The problem is that the defensive line for Texas has done an excellent job after those first couple of series, really making it difficult on Alabama to run the ball. The biggest question mark around Alabama was around this wide receiver core, and the questions remain.
On first down, they throw it. Gibbs bottled up. Gibbs taken down at the 20. This Texas defense is flying around the ball. That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. Barron cleans it up.
And a flag way over on the far side.
Illegal shift, number 55. Offense. That penalty is applied. Second down.
That's Ekiyor, the All-American candidate at right guard.
I think they missed that. I think they should have called 54 because Tyler Steen, the left tackle, actually just wasn't in his stance before the motion started to go. So they weren't set before the motion actually went across the formation.
Second down and 14 at the 21. And they bring pressure. Young to the sideline. Nice throw. And it's Gibbs, who was very effective early on in the first half, catching it out of the backfield. He gets 10. Austin Jordan with the tackle.
Well, and he's by far their leading receiver today. Now 7 catches for 47 yards only. No other player for Bama has more than 1 catch. And the receivers have been virtually non-existent, unable to get open. But that certainly made this a much more palatable third down from Bama's perspective.
Bama has gone away from the running game. Third down and 4 at the 31. Young dancing. Young turns it up, looking for the first down, and he has it plus some. And another flag. This
there was a late block.
Trayshawn Holden.
During the run, personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 11, offense, 15-yard penalty, just called a foul. Still third down.
Can't block back towards your own goal line. So even though that was just kind of a lean in, clearly kind of in the back, also back towards his own goal line, that's going to get called every time, and it negates what was an excellent scramble for Bryce Young. You know, he's not panicking. You still sense like he's calm back there and trying to buy some time.
Unflappable.
Gus, the problem is he just has nowhere to throw the football. This receiver group cannot get open today.
13 penalties, 88 yards for Bama. Third down and 9 at the 26. Let's see if Young may run it again. Here's Young. Steps up. Scrambling, trying to get outside. In trouble. Young turns it up and goes down short of the first down marker. Byron Murphy got his ankle. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 9. Brings up 4th down.
And again, these penalties just killing Alabama. Huge penalties, personal fouls. Young almost gets there, but just tripped up as he's trying to go for the line to gain and is about a yard short right there.
So Burnham standing at the 20. Worthy, the deep man. Comes up. Gets a shot and goes down shy of the 30. 39-yard punt, 2-yard return. 13-10 Texas. Back after this.
And Doug.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Showtime. Woo! I'm on fire tonight. Yes! Lulu, you're a natural. We're not counting that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more fathers are switching to Ram.
Your body's changing.
And more sons. More tailgaters. More tail waggers. More men with a lot of confidence.
Easy.
And more with not so much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fit in there.
More people who have it all and don't have it at all.
Wow.
And more guys who check straps for the firm tug and say,
That ain't going anywhere.
Are switching to Ram.
It's in all of us. The courage to go all in and embrace the moment. Because it's all one big, glorious ride. Being a passenger is not an option. Wrangler for the ride of life.
From early morning till late at night, I'm the hardest.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
For victory, for history, for the trilogy. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3. Visit DAZN.com.
Everything I did for my family.
The cleaning lady's taking care of it.
We just have to stick to the plan. No one can ever know the truth.
It's not safe for any of us. Mommy!
I don't know why you don't just make a fresh start.
There's no fresh start for us.
The Cleaning Lady season premiere, Monday, September 19th on Fox.
Folks, so excited this year. I'm starting a college football podcast, The Joel Klatt Show, wherever you get your podcasts. We've got new ones coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So go download it, subscribe, and check it out. We'll have a full breakdown of what's going on here and around college football, Gus, on Monday.
You just got here 6 minutes ago to Fox, and all of a sudden you already got your podcast. Are you paying guests?
Hey, man, we've been together 8 years.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, they swing it out. Whittington, nice run after the catch for first down.
Am I paying guests? Only you.
Okay. It's a hot one today, folks. Close to 90 degrees temperature. 50% humidity on the field. It's sweltering. Close to 120 degrees. First down for Texas. Card still in the game. At the 42. Play action. Card in trouble. And he's sacked. Jalen Moody got there. Card holding on to the ball too long. And this Alabama defense starting to percolate.
Doing a great job here in coverage. Card's trying to get the ball out quickly, but he's got nowhere to throw it. And then you can tell he just cannot move. And Moody was able to get the sack there in the backfield. Card totally immobile. Cannot move around. Everything for Steve Sarkisian is going to have to get the ball out of his hand quickly or big play action to try to take the shot down the field.
Jalen Moody from Conway, South Carolina. 2nd and 19 at the 33. Empty backfield for Card. Steps up and runs it. He faked everybody out. And he'll pick up the first down on a bum leg. Nicely done by Hudson Card. A 20-yard gain.
They're dropping all 7 into coverage, and there was a bit of man coverage being played, and nobody looking at Card. Why? Because of what I just told you. He's totally immobile until he's got all the green grass he can possibly hope for, just fighting through the pain to get to that line to gain and get out of bounds so he doesn't have to take another hit. They are loving it here in Austin, folks.
And if you weren't with us at the top of the broadcast, Quinn Ewers, the freshman quarterback, got injured, went out, hasn't been back since the first half. Here's Johnson. Roshan Johnson picks up a few. Helms with the tackle. So Quinn Ewers goes out in the first half. Hudson Card, who got beat out by Ewers, comes in, and now he gets a tender leg and has been limping for a considerable amount of time.
And also now on this play, another Longhorn shaken up. That's their wide receiver, Casey Kane, number 88, is down on the field, a redshirt freshman from New Orleans, who they really like and had a great catch and run last week against Louisiana Monroe. And the one element that Bama has been able to take away, Gus, early in the game, Xavier Worthy was in one-on-one situations, and he was able to exploit those with his speed and get down the field. Texas was going to take those shots and going to try to take them all day long. What Alabama has done is that they said, okay, our front seven has been good against the run, so now we're going to get our safeties back, and we're going to play over the top of Xavier Worthy. And almost every single pass play, he's been double covered now. One guy over the top, one guy underneath. Great adjustment by Nick Saban to take away what clearly Steve Sarkisian wants to do.
And they'll hand it off. Robinson gets going, and Robinson finally upended by Helms. Dijon Robinson, it's been tough running, tough sledding for him today. 16 carries, 50 yards.
Boy, you wonder if this is two-down territory here. You know, if he's got a couple of plays lined up. 3rd and short, this is not a field goal range, but you don't want to punt it from this point. And judging by how well his defense plays, he might be calling 2 plays here.
3rd down and 2. 50 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll hand it off. Robinson looks like he had enough for 1st down. We'll see, depending on the spot. And they give it to him.
Boy, that was a run that he's been thinking about all offseason. Looks nondescript, doesn't it? But he told me that he's like, I know I'm fast and I can make people miss, but I got to show that I've got power. And right there, he lowers his shoulder.
Place fake, Card looking, dumps it off, and incomplete. He had major pressure on him. Toe-to-toe. And a flag again. Let's see. Alabama, 13 penalties, 83 yards. Texas, 5 for 30.
Boy, in every flag, we've had long conferences, haven't we, with these officials?
2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Legal substitution. Defense, more than 11. That penalty is declined. Offside. Defense, that penalty be accepted. 5 yards from the previous spot. It's still 1st down.
Well, they were trying to substitute and got caught by a quick snap thereafter. Robinson was able to get the 1st down, and they're trying to trot Byron Young off, 47. He did not get off the field. And they were also lined up offside. Just uncharacteristic. So many sloppy mistakes. Now 14 penalties, most in the Nick Saban era.
1st down. And this one thrown to the ground by Card. DJ Dale, Will Anderson with pressure.
I was not anticipating this game turning into a defensive struggle, but that is certainly what has materialized here today. And this Bama defense has been on the field for a long time today. 120 degrees on the field at field level, and they have been out there for a ton of snaps.
2nd down and 5. To the sideline, Worthy with some space, and Worthy finally brought down. A flag on the play. Looks like a face mask is coming up against Helms.
Into the play, Worthy steps back in towards the middle, and Helms, as he's reaching back, grabs the face mask and rips his helmet off. Clearly a penalty.
foul. Face mask, number 2. Defense. After this is to the goal. Automatic. First down. The runner can remain in the game as the foul occurred against the runner's helmet.
And now again, Texas driving.
And it seems like the adjustment that Steve Sarkisian has made, Joel, is now they're starting Worthy like in the backfield to catch passes.
Trying to get him in different spots so that they can get him his touches because of the double coverage down the field. So the little bubble screens on the outside, you'll start to see him in motion. Good adjustments by Steve Sarkisian in a defensive struggle.
Coming up, folks, the fourth quarter. Texas leading the number 1 team in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Stick around.
America is waking up to Fox and Friends.
Hey, guys!
Morning, Sam. Watch out. Rain's in the forecast.
It's important to have friends you trust. Fox and Friends, America's best friends.
Tuesday.
Love y'all.
ACM Honors, a tribute to country music's biggest stars with one-of-a-kind performances.
This feels like a miracle.
An all-new special, ACM Honors, Tuesday on Fox.
I got nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Hold on, I can do something.
Turning nothing into something.
Turning nothing into something.
It's amazing what you can do with nothing and a little Best Foods.
I'm Heather Sullivan with Sullivan Smart Sense. Do you have an old phone sitting around you're not using? A study by MCV Systems found $50 billion in unused phones are sitting in drawers. 66% of consumers don't turn them in when they buy a new phone. But 70% of consumers who do say they got more money than they were expecting.
Enjoying spending time with your family?
How did we get to this place? Great workout. Oh, no!
Then come spend time with Modern Family.
What am I looking at here?
Oh, it's a role-playing thing we do on Valentine's. It bumps the lovemaking up.
Phil.
Come for the comedy.
I'm coming for you, Lily. Hey, stop! Let's go!
Stay for the love.
Thank you for being so vulnerable with me.
I hate you.
Modern Family.
Weeknights at 11 on Fox 10.
Sunday on Fox. First, the Niners take on the Bears. Then, Aaron Rodgers leads the pack.
Touchdown!
Against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. The NFL is back Sunday on Fox.
520.
Big Note Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. As we start the fourth quarter, our score 13-10. There's the pupil, Steve Sarkisian, taking on his mentor, Nick Saban. Texas first down and 10 at the 12 with an opportunity. And here's Robinson and another face mask. This time it's Jordan Battle. Or is it?
I don't think he got his face mask.
Got him around the collar.
Trying a little misdirection there to nullify the effect of those outside linebackers. Here's that call. No, you were right, Gus. Certainly got a piece of the face mask. Flag did not come out, but more importantly, they stay on schedule here now. You got second and manageable. Remember, Hudson Card can't do much running around, so we'll see what they do here on offense.
2nd and 5 at the 7. They'll run it straight ahead, nothing doing. No gain.
Boy, that seems like a
Young,
kind of a
right in the middle of that.
Throwaway play, doesn't it? I thought they would try to do something formationally and pop a tight end open on the back of the end zone or something. And down here in the red area, they have loved the matchup that they get with their tight end, Jatavian Sanders.
3rd down and 5 at the 7. There's Sanders. Card in the shotgun. Here's Card. Drops it off. Caught. Bijan Robinson, but the pursuit is excellent by Alabama. Kool-Aid with a smile making a play.
Great tackle on the outside. Kool-Aid stepping up from that corner position as Henry To'oTo'o is following from linebacker. Good pursuit from the middle of the field. Card gave him an accurate ball. Robinson's trying to get to that corner, but just the speed and athleticism of that defense, too much.
So Bert Auburn comes in. Just kicked a 33-yarder. This one will be from 29 yards away, and it's good. 16-10 as we start the 4th. Texas leading number 1. Back after this.
You don't have to wait until retirement to start enjoying your plans. With Pacific Life, imagine your future with confidence. For more than 150 years, we've kept our promise to financially protect and provide, so you can look forward to exploring your family's heritage with the ones you love. Talk to a financial professional about life insurance and retirement solutions with Pacific Life.
Bryce, they let you off campus.
What's going on,
Because
Timo?
you know when I was the first ever sophomore to win the Heisman.
Whoa, whoa. What's up, Bryce? Go, 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 go.
What's going on here?
Just a little friendly competition, you know.
That's cute, Derek, but the competition was reps.
Just can't read this guy.
Come on, let's go.
For your destiny!
On a patronizing Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
That's called an off tackle. That's where the running back runs.
I know what it is. Did you just fansplain me?
I'm sorry. I was out of bounds. That's where a player steps back.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
It's the all-new Subway Series menu. 12 irresistible new subs. Like number 11, Subway Club. Powered with turkey, ham, and roast beef. This sub isn't slowing down anytime soon.
I'll give it a run for its money.
My money's on the sub. It's Subway's biggest refresh yet.
Lily! Welcome to our 3rd Barkery.
Oh, I can tell business is going through the woo.
But seriously, we need a reliable way to help keep everyone connected from wherever we go.
Well, and AT&T will help you find the right wireless plan for you, so you can stay connected to all your drivers and stores on America's most reliable 5G network.
That sounds just perfect.
Terrierific.
I Labrador you.
Round of applause.
AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure for your business.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by Pacific Life, creating financial security for more than 150 years. And welcome back. 16-10, our score. Alabama 53 straight wins over non-conference teams in the regular season. That's an NCAA record. But offensively for the Crimson Tide, here's an interesting statistic. Alabama has only 186 yards of total offense. If you subtract out that 81-yard run, Alabama has 105 yards on 35 plays, 3.0 yards per play.
Pack Life game summary sponsored by Pacific Life, creating financial security. For more than 150 years, Bijan Robinson tied the game at 10 with that nice run over the left side. And then it's been about the penalties for Alabama. 15 of them so far today, 100 yards. That's the most under Nick Saban since he got there to Tuscaloosa. And this defense for Texas has played sensational all day long. 6 Alabama punts. They're almost a safety. And this defensive front, Gus, has shut down that run game after the long 81-yard touchdown run. Bama has had no success running the football.
Big boys up front for Texas doing a wonderful job. Sweat, Coburn, Ojimo. And that was Obershone with the tackle after a 3-yard gain.
Think of it this way. They've run the ball 17 times now for about 110 yards, just over 110 yards. Gus, 81 of those came on one carry. That's how good Texas has been outside of that one scamper from McClellan for a touchdown.
2nd and 7 at the 28. Keep in mind, though, they have the Heisman Trophy winner, Bryce Young. Young over the middle, incomplete. Burton dropped it. The Georgia transfer has been quiet today.
There were 2 questions about this Alabama team. Everybody knew that their defense would be great. Bryce Young would be great. The 2 questions coming into this season for Crimson Tide fans, was our offensive line going to be better? In particular, running the ball. And do we have the wide receivers to take the top off the defense? Both of those things have haunted them today. Can't run it, can't get open down the field.
3rd down and 7 at the 28. Young. Looking. Young takes off. Picks up the first down. And gets out of bounds. That's a 17-yard gain.
Such a smart play because he's going to recognize that he's got man coverage on the second level. So watch as DeMarvion Overshown. As soon as he's in man and he sees it, see how he runs over, and he's like, boom, I'm out of here. I've got that first down, and just almost like a casual stroll in the park, just runs down the field, steps out of bounds.
First down at the 45. Empty backfield for Young. Young guns it. And a first down. Kobe Prentice with the catch. That's a gain of 7.
Boy, we have not seen them have any type of sustained drive like this since really the first quarter. It's been 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So here, a couple of nice plays here for Bama.
Prentice in motion. And they'll give it. Williams. And Roydell will get the first down for Alabama.
And for as well as Texas has played defensively, their offense has not helped them out. I understand that they've been banged up at quarterback, but they've been in the red zone now 5 times, only have 16 total points. 4 trips of those 5s were inside the 10. And so only being up 6 right now against the Heisman Trophy winner is not where you want to be.
Bryce Young. Across the body. And it's caught. Prentice. And Kobe Prentice goes down and tackled by Ryan Watts, and he picks up another 8.
This is the feel I was talking about. As Young escapes the pocket, he moves up, and then he's moving to his right. He's got great feel for space, and he just sees an opening, and boom, just flips the ball out. Quick release, right on the money to Prentice. Excellent job.
Point guard in high school. Terrific player. He has vision. Sidearms this one out. Prentice again. This time he won't go far. Anthony Cook. Nice open field tackle. That's a loss of 1.
Well, the biggest difference with Texas has been those big boys up front and their ability to tackle on the edge. That's something that has haunted them over the last few years, and now a great opportunity to try to get off the field.
3rd down and 3 at the 37. Coach Saban continues to pace. Gibbs returns. Young looking. Young over the middle. Incomplete. Wow. Young under intense pressure again. Alfred Collins. And let's see if Nick Saban elects to go for it.
Check out this rush. Beautiful work with his hands. Look at him. He rips the hands of the center right down, and then he's in with the pressure, and Bryce Young will stay on the field for Alabama on 4th down.
4th down and 3. Gibbs has been his go-to guy. Young over the middle. Caught. Great throw. And this time it's Ja'Cory Brooks. First time we've called his name today. He'll pick up the first down, a 14-yard gain.
And again, an excellent understanding of space. Bryce Young is going to exploit the middle of this defense. Watch as they layer these routes, one underneath, one deeper, and Young just calmly dumps it right over the top for a first down.
First down at the Texas 23. Bryce Young again over the middle. He's found a soft spot. Brooks spinning, and he'll go down at the 6. Alabama starting to cook with gas now.
Boy, you give this guy a rhythm, and it doesn't take long. So good, surgical in the way that he can get the ball down the field. Beautiful throw.
First down and goal. From the 7. Young pumps it, looking, steps back in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Jahmyr Gibbs, what a play by Bryce Young.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
And the Crimson Tide have a chance to take the lead.
This guy's unbelievable. Bryce Young sprinting to his left, stops, flips his hips around, and sidearms it across his body to Gibbs on the money. Check this out right here. Young's dead to rights. Boom, flips around, dime, touchdown Tide. Wow.
Young, 6 of 8, 52 yards on the drive. Extra point is good. And Alabama, although it hasn't been their best day, penalties. They come back and now have a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter.
This just in. A giant robot has landed downtown.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, guys. This is just my workout stuff.
We know you're the Green Hawk.
Everyone knows.
It's bananas.
You're still wearing your mask, dude.
If you have a secret identity, you need to keep it secret. And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
I'm not the Green Hawk.
Delivery for the Green Hawk?
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
I will bring it to him.
Reggie Bush had something important taken from him, so Wendy's is returning it.
It gives me great honor to return this to Mr. Reggie Bush. The Pretzel Pub! Let's go! Back with its rightful owner.
Come on.
Sight. Don't touch my burger. Yes, sir. Y'all can't take this one away from me.
We haven't told him it's back for a limited time.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Puff Cheeseburger.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? Phew, it's a lot. But with Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a new, lower rate with exclusive savings. We'll help you lock it and drop it so you can buy today. That's the Rocket Advantage. Lock your rate today. Call 8336-ROCKET or visit therocketadvantage.com.
Monarch is our dynasty.
Do you have any regrets as your family has risen to the top?
Not a one.
The Roman legacy is being blackmailed.
You're scared.
Of what?
The truth.
You don't get very far without getting just a tiny bit dirty.
Do what has to be done.
Family above all else.
The unforgettable Monarch premiere tomorrow after the NFL on Fox.
What an exciting game this has been, folks. 8:29 remaining. The number 1 team in the nation, Alabama, with a 1-point lead.
And for Texas fans, it's what could have been late in that first half, a missed field goal after driving it inside the 5. And then the defense doing a heck of a job. Thought they had a safety. Bryce Young just got it out of his hand. And they were unable to put those points on the board. And now down by 1. With their backup quarterback, Hudson Card, in the game.
Roschon Johnson back deep. Reichert sends it away. And this one out of the end zone. Nick Saban has coached against his former assistants on more than one occasion, and here are the numbers.
Well, it was like a no-tread area for the first 24 games. No pupil was able to get the best of the teacher. And then in the last 3, you saw Jimbo Fisher with Texas A&M last year. He got a win. Kirby Smart ultimately avenged that SEC championship game loss and won the national championship. And now here's Steve Sarkisian with Texas in a true measuring stick game for this program against what has been the premier program in college football. And Texas has certainly done very well.
Card off his back foot and incomplete. One thing that was interesting is that Steve Sarkisian told us that we have to play well because I wouldn't want to disappoint Coach Saban.
I thought that was such an interesting comment, right? He said that he learned a lot, obviously, and as Jenny said earlier in the game, he wouldn't be where he's at without the opportunity to go be under Nick Saban and to coach at Alabama, but he wanted to pay homage by putting a team on the field that Nick Saban would respect, and he's certainly done that today.
2nd down and 10, near side, Whittington. And he's stopped by Moody. Coach Sarkisian telling us that he thought he knew what discipline was until he came to Alabama, and he realized that he didn't. And now as he approaches 50 years old, he thinks he's poised to really go further in his head coaching career because, in large part, of Coach Saban. 3rd down and 9 at the 26. Here's Card. Winds up down the field and incomplete. Almost intercepted by Helms.
He just doesn't have the base to throw the ball with any power. He had Worthy open on the double move on the outside, in part because Bijan Robinson threw a great block against the blitz in the backfield. He had time, but he couldn't get the ball, Gus, from the near hash outside of the far numbers because that back foot, his right ankle, can't allow him to get any power. Both throws that he had in that series falling woefully short.
Trejo, who's been excellent in this game, punts it away. Kool-Aid is the deep man, and he'll run it. Trying to get around the corner, finally does, but he's met by Longhorns and goes down. 48-yard punt, 3-yard return. Back after this, Alabama with the football.
Have you seen my new phone yet? It like folds in half.
I would never switch to Samsung. I love my phone.
What? Folds in half.
You see, I love my phone. I would never switch to Samsung.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. Crispy, juicy, sauced, tossed, sweet, hot. How could you not? That's it. Where's my phone? Now I want them too.
May the right company turn any lake into a great lake. May the toughest part of your day be deciding which arm to carry the cooler with. And may high noon not just be a time of day, but the perfect way to enjoy it. High noon, sun's up.
This is Fubo TV. It's a better way to watch live news, shows, and sports without cable. Watch multiple games at once with Multiview. Try free at FuboTV.com.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X. GMC, we are professional grade.
America is waking up to Fox and Friends.
Hey, guys!
Morning, Sam. Watch out. Rain's in the forecast.
It's important to have friends you trust. Fox and Friends, America's best friends.
17-16, our score. Alabama with the lead and the football. Young to the sideline, and it's a catch. Holden. First down.
Tell you, when Bama needed it most, who stepped up? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
And he started finding some of these wide receivers and exploiting this defense. Found some soft spot right there. Holden able to bring it down. Great catch along the sideline on first down.
Young, 19 of 29, 139 yards and a touchdown, no interceptions. Here he is, backpedaling. Hit as he throws, and he puts it on the money. And he took a hard shot. Trayshawn Holden with the reception for 21, but Bryce Young stuck in the pocket.
Boy, he took a big shot like you said, but that ball was thrown perfectly on time. Good route by Trayshawn Holden. He comes on that in-breaking route, and that was a big play.
First down and 10 of the 45. Young again, as Alabama has completely abandoned the running game. Young, though, starting to pick them apart. Back-to-back-to-back completions to Holden.
And they seem to have found a guy that can step up. Trayshawn Holden. You know, they did not have a wide receiver step up at all in the first 3 quarters, but here Holden, a few catches in a row.
2nd and 2. Now they run it, looking for the first down. McClellan. And he has it.
Boy, the last few series have just been a masterclass in being patient, having great competitive maturity. That means not getting down when things don't go your way, because they weren't going Bama's way for a long stretch, but Bryce Young has competitive maturity.
Here's Young, looking, surveying, and decides to run it. Gets down inside the Texas 30-yard line. Agrofu covering up defensively. 4-yard pickup.
Ekiyor, the right guard, 55. His helmet popped off, so now he's got to be replaced. I believe that was Tyler Booker, 52, that ran in. Yeah, that's right. Tyler Booker, true freshman, runs in. He's at right guard right now for a snap.
2nd and 6 at the 30. Ekiyor, preseason second-team All-American. Young with the empty backfield. Quick throw. Has it. Latu, his tight end, close to a first. Ford with the tackle for Texas.
Well, Texas needs this desperately, and Bama is in the situation that they want to be in. They're taking time off the clock, methodically driving their way down the field, and they're in a down and distance that Bryce Young can control it. They can run the ball if they want with Gibbs in the backfield, and if he sees an advantage on the outside, he can take a quick throw to try to move the chains.
3rd down and 2. Bama's been effective with the short tosses. Prentice in motion. They hand it off, and Gibbs, he falls forward. Looks like he has the first down. 4:27 to go, and he does.
You think of when the chips are in the middle of the table, you got to have your stars show up, and Bryce Young has been excellent here in the last couple of series. There, Gibbs falls forward. Good effort right there.
And Joel, would you say that this game started to loosen up for the Alabama offense when Bryce Young started to run the football a little bit?
No, because he's only going to run if it's wide open, and that's the last resort. He scrambles and moves around the pocket in order to get the ball down the field, like the touchdown to Gibbs. But if it's there and he catches the defense in the wrong look, he'll take advantage. And certainly when you think back, if you're struggling as an offense and you just need a first down, even a scramble for a first down, everyone exhales a little bit and you relax. And there certainly was a little bit of relaxing.
And he's done that twice today. Bryce Young, 6 carries, 18 yards. They're trying to determine if he fell forward and he had enough for the first down.
Well, certainly looked like he did from the angles that we had. This is probably the best look at it. Got to try to establish where that ball is, and then when he's actually down there, his butt's down. Well, I don't know based on that spot.
That line is unofficial.
He's got to get to the 24-yard line, and the fact that his body was between the line to gain and the football, but that would be really tough to overturn.
Let's go to Mike Pereira. Mike, your thoughts?
And I think, Gus, you made the big point here. The yellow line is unofficial. You've got to look at the yard marker on the sideline, which is a little bit in front of that line when you take a look at that. So the question is, when the rear end hit, had he broken where he needed to get based on that yard marker on top? It's really close and might be difficult to overturn.
Well, there's a good freeze right there. Butt hits. You can see the ball tucked in that right arm.
.413 to play in regulation. 17-16.
I think he's short.
Man, they're taking a long time, and when they take a long time, you get the sense that they feel like they're seeing something. Take a look at a zoomed-in version right there. Really tough to see the ball. Really tough to see the ball. The other part of this, Gus, and Mike Pereira will know this, when they take this long after the chains have set, they're trying to say, okay, well, where was the clock? Where were the chains? You know, what down would it be? And they're trying to reset all the mechanics. You know, there's a chance he's short there. I think he's short of that 24-yard line. And the fact that it's taken this long, I think that they might be talking about the mechanics of moving those chains back, and then it becomes a question then for Alabama.
Still should.
After review, the runner was down, but the ball short on the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and a half-yard to go at the 24.5-yard line.
So Nick Saban faced with a 4th down. Alabama keeps the offense on the field. They will go for it. 4:13 to play in the 4th. Fourth and 1. Roydell Williams in the backfield. They give it to him. Did he get it? Let's see.
Judging by that far spot, I don't think he got it. Anthony Cook was in on the play. Cook is right here. He's the one that's going to come up and make the hit on Williams right there, and you can see the ball coming loose. Elbow was down with control. That ball was back near the 25.
So they're going to bring the chains out to measure. Big play for both teams here. Alabama up by 1. Let's see if the Texas defense held them. And they did! Texas football!
That defensive line has been terrific all day long. And Keondre Coburn in the middle, the senior from Houston, 345 pounds. He would not be denied. And he got a little push into the backfield, which is what forced Roydell Williams to have to try to jump to his right. They will look at this spot. There's the push from 99. There's the jump cut. He slips a bit. The elbow is down. The ball comes out. The far side official had probably the best look of anybody in the stadium. It's a great look here. Good push. He gets tripped up. Oh, judging on where they put that football, where that elbow hit, I don't think they're going to be able to move this ball. And again, this defensive line, Gus. You talk about these veterans. These guys up front, they've had 3 different defensive line coaches in their career. Some of them have played for 3 different head coaches when they first got here. Coordinators changing up. And they've done a heck of a job here. Remember, he had to get all the way to the 24 and get his...
Here comes a call.
Rolling on the field stands. First down, Texas.
And those guys up front, Gus, they have been all world today. That's the best game this defensive line has played in their entire career against a great team. And Bama has struggled up front on the offensive line, and those struggles now come back to hurt them on a 4th down. Last year was one of Nick Saban's worst rushing teams that he's had, and they thought that they were going to get that fixed. And they came into today, and they have been unable to get much going on the ground.
So Texas takes over at the 25, down by 1. Robinson squeezes through the hole. Gains a yard. Coach Sarkisian now is going to have to throw caution to the wind with his backup quarterback. They need to move this football.
And my whole question with Hudson Card is just how much velocity he can put on the football. On the last series, both of his passes down the field came up woefully short.
2nd down and 9. Card has been plagued by a lower leg injury. Here he is. Over the middle. He has his man, Johnson. Johnson pulls his way forward and picks up a 1st down. Helms stops him, but he gains 12.
Great second effort there, and making the first guy miss.
1st down at the 37 for the Longhorns. They hand it off. Robinson. Not a lot. Clock keeps running. He gains 3. Branch with the tackle, the safety.
As long as time allows, he's going to continue to try to run this football. And remember, he's going to run the ball to try to put himself in position to take a shot down the field with the play action. Your eye on Xavier Worthy. He's the guy. He's the speedster. And Alabama is going to have to keep at least 2 guys over the top. And you see that right here. Safety over the top, over Worthy.
2nd and 7. Play fake. Card. Over the middle. Caught. Kane. Texas inside Alabama territory. That's a gain of 29.
Really smart route structure. They cleared out with Worthington. They cleared out with Xavier Whittington, and then on the outside, here's Casey Kane. All the room that you would ever need right in there in the middle of the field.
That brings up 1st down and 10 at the 31. Now, Card under center. They hand it off. Johnson goes outside and steps out of bounds. They're in field goal range.
They are. So now Hudson Card has got to know he cannot take a sack. Got to be safe with the ball. We saw Utah make a critical error late in that game against Florida last week. Now Burt Auburn, remember, they've struggled in the kicking game. Missed a field goal last week. Missed the field goal at the end of the first half this week. They've struggled with the snap. And so Steve Sarkisian doesn't want to just rely on his kicker here.
Auburn is 3 for 4. Here's a handoff straight ahead. Bijan Robinson. toe-to-toe with the tackle, and a timeout called by Alabama. 1:38 to play in the fourth quarter, America. The number one team in the nation on the ropes.
What's the move?
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too, by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Oral treatments can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms first appear. If you have symptoms of COVID-19, even if they're mild, don't wait. Get tested quickly. If you test positive and are at high risk for severe disease, act fast. Ask if an oral treatment is right for you. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too.
Dude, fire. Grillmaster, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi. They know. They know Chipotle buys over 30 million pounds of local produce a year to support local farmers. And that these fajita veggies were cut, seasoned, and grilled fresh today. But you don't need to know all that to know that real food just tastes better. Chipotle, for real.
See you out there. Hey, Jacob State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so, tell you a little secret. I hate practicing. So I hired a buddy double to do it for me. So, sweet cakes.
Okay, you don't have to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Am I still getting paid? Definitely.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Big Noon Saturday is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Dramatic finish on the way, folks. 17-16, 1:38 to go. Alabama, the number one team in America, leading Texas here in Austin. Third down and 3 at the 24. Play fake. Cardi took a sack. That's exactly what you said, partner. Anderson. And that brings up fourth down.
This is the motor this guy plays with. Anderson never stops. He pauses for a moment because of the misdirection, and then bang, he is shot out of a cannon, and he records his first sack of the season. Here's Anderson over here on this left side of the offense, and watch, he pauses for a moment, and then he's out of there. Boom. Card has no chance trying to get that ball out to the right side. He's trying to get it to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders, has nowhere to go with it because Will Anderson is there. That's the effort. Talk to you about his talent. That's the effort that we see, and Bama gets the huge sack.
So that brings in Bert Auburn. He's 3 for 4 today. He's made 26 yarders, 33 and 24. This one actually from 49 yards away. Auburn trying to beat Alabama. Got it up. And it's good.
What a clutch kick from Bert Auburn. Snap, perfect. Card spins the laces. And Auburn puts it through. What a drive from Texas. Hudson Card calmly leading them down the field. Steve Sarkisian loving it, but in the back of his mind, knowing that the player he recruited to Alabama may be the best offensive player in America, and he still has 1:29 left. Bryce Young about to be on the field, down 2 on the road.
But there's a whole lot of time left. And that's a bad man right there. Bryce Young. They send it away. Touchback. So here comes the Heisman Trophy winner. From Pasadena, California. Modern Day High School. And they've had some great ones come out of that school, including a guy that works with us. Last 2 drives, the numbers. They've been moving it effectively. Alabama with 1 timeout left.
Being a great player is not just about playing great. It's about being great when greatness is needed. And that's what Alabama needs right now from Bryce Young and an inexperienced wide receiver core.
First down and 10 of the 25. Young underneath, and it's caught by Burton. And Burton gets out of bounds. He'll gain 7.5, maybe 8 yards on the play.
Easy pitch and catch. That's what's been working over the course of the last couple of series.
Where do they need to go to get in field goal range for for Reichert?
They would try, based on pregame warm-ups, anything from 56 or 57.
2nd and 2 at the 33. Young over the middle. Gibbs with running room. And Gibbs gets into Texas territory. A 20-yard gain.
Beautiful call from Bill O'Brien. He gets the mismatch. The defensive end, Ogofu, lined up on Gibbs, and he exploits it.
First down at the Texas 47. 1 timeout left for Alabama. Young looking, sideline, caught, is tied in. Latu. And he didn't get out of bounds. Clock keeps going.
They still have that timeout, and they're awfully close to range. They would probably want about 5 more yards. He's already hit from over 50 today.
Second and 5. Bryce Young. Sideline again. And he's close to the first time. And once again, it's Latu, his tight end, with 35 seconds to go.
And they keep going back to that. It's the same concept. They've got Gibbs running inside on the angle route, and then Latu is on the outside breaking out. And Young is making great decisions. Texas has to adjust. And now, certainly you would feel like they're at least in field goal range based on what they've been able to do today.
Timeout, Texas.
Whew. What a game.
What a game this has been, folks.
And just the stars showing up late in this game. The way Texas has played, surprising the entire country here with a 2-point lead. Without their starting quarterback and their backup hobbled, still in this position. Why? Because of this unit on the field right now, the defense. And that's where the game rests, is on this defense. But Bryce Young has a beat on what's going on. He's the most intelligent player I've ever seen on film. Knows where to go with the ball, on time, on target. He's carving them up over the last 3 series.
First down at the 37. Young under pressure. Brace contained. Young runs it. Young first down and more. What a play by the Heisman Trophy winner. Bryce Young, a 19-yard gain, dodging bullets.
They dialed up the blitz, and it was executed. They had it, and Ryan Watts, the transfer from Ohio State, misses the tackle. Boom, Young dips under. Look at him, he goes down, dips in towards the line of scrimmage, and then he's outside. Oh, the flexibility, athleticism, the awareness, understanding, and he never panicked. Look at him strolling down the field. Love watching this guy play.
27 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the Texas 17. Bryce Young to the sideline, incomplete. Clock stops at 24.
He cannot force the ball into coverage. Every throw has got to be his guy or nobody.
Watch Jahmyr Gibbs, who lines up in the backfield with Young. Here's Young. Looks the other way. Incomplete. Holding the target.
And notice where that ball is. In a place where it's his guy or nobody. Cannot take a chance with the ball. 19 ticks left. He feels like he has 3 points in his pocket. He can throw it anywhere on the field with that timeout in his back pocket. The most effective play has been Gibbs into the boundary and taking the easy throws towards the sideline.
3rd down and 10. Young, sidearms, caught, and out of bounds goes Ja'Cory Brooks.
Texas brought that same blitz, bringing Ryan Watts off the corner. This time, Bryce Young just stands up, delivers it, gets the high five from his coach because he executed that 2-minute drill perfectly. Texas left too much time on the clock for a great player, and he drove his team down in field goal range.
So here comes Will Reichert. From 32 yards away, and the lead. Got it down, clean, up, and good for Alabama. But a timeout was called, folks.
Texas.
Prior to the snap.
30 seconds.
What a series. Man, that guy he's so good. And it didn't matter what Texas was doing. They thought they caught him with that blitz from Ryan Watts. But then it's about his athleticism. And man, I tell you, watching him play is just an absolute pleasure. And he has shown up when they've needed it the most. And Bryce Young drives his team down and puts them in perfect position here, right hash, for a field goal to potentially win it.
Reichert tied a career high earlier today with a 52-yarder. This one from 33 yards away. Clean snap, good hole, and once again right down Main Street. And Alabama takes a 20-19 lead with 10 seconds remaining.
What a series. Boy, it hasn't looked pretty for the Crimson Tide at times today. They've struggled running the ball. The wide receivers were not showing up for big portions of this game, but they figured it out. They made the correct adjustments both on defense and on offense. Now let's take a look at some college football mayhem with our Mayhem Moment, sponsored by Allstate. The field goal up and good. Bryce Young, cool, calm, and collected. Never panics. Nick Saban does what he needs to do. That defense made adjustments. Certainly the injuries to Texas quarterbacks did not help the Longhorns, but the Crimson Tide executed situational football late in this game and put themselves in position to have this 1-point lead.
The Crimson Tide, 9 plays, 61 yards. They scored in 1 minute and 19 seconds. Bryce Young. He's got that electric smile.
And Texas was throwing the kitchen sink out.
They certainly did.
Corner blitzes, changing coverages, but it didn't matter. He was ready. And then when they did catch him and they weren't ready for that corner blitz, he escaped. Man, that missed tackle was huge from Ryan Watts, but Bryce Young delivers again.
And Reichert sends it away. And they'll bring it out of the end zone. Johnson And with 6 seconds remaining, Card comes back on the field.
Well, they'll be looking to pitch it around, do something crazy here. But that being said, Gus, Texas played a great game today. And there are clear steps forward for this team. They executed. They did a great job for a huge portion of this game, and they're going to feel like they let one get away. Certainly with the way that they really didn't capitalize on field position, in particular inside the 10-yard line, the injuries that took place. But this is a huge step forward for the Longhorn program against Alabama, which is the standard bearer of college football.
From the 24-yard line, 5 seconds remaining. Card steps up, and Card lets it go, and incomplete. And that's a ball game, folks. Alabama comes back, and they defeat Texas on the road 20-19 in a thriller. Nick Saban and Coach Sarkisian embrace. What a game. Bryce Young. When the rubber met the road, Bryce Young stepped it up and led him down the field. And our Jenny Taft is on the field with Coach Saban.
Well, Coach, I know at times today this wasn't the standard of football that you expect, but it's the way your quarterback, Bryce Young, finished it. Just take me through how impressive his day was in the end.
Well, I think at the end of the day, he did a great job. When his best was needed, he was really good. And that's what we needed. I mean, we didn't run the ball very well, so, we had to spread them out. Did a good job of moving the ball. Tough call down here on inches, go for it or kick a field goal, but I just felt like we could go 2 minutes and kick a field goal if we needed to.
I know that the penalties were frustrating you at the half and throughout the game. What's the message? How do you clean it up?
We don't want penalties. It's all about discipline, making the right choices and decisions, whether it's pre-snap, post-snap, it doesn't matter. So, we got to play better. There's no doubt about that. You got to give Texas a lot of credit. They did a great job today. Sark's doing a great job here. They got a good team, so we just got to play better.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jenny. What a game. Joel, your thoughts on what you saw from both teams?
Start with Texas, and this is a team that is clearly on the path towards being more competitive at the top end of their conference, and potentially even this year winding up in Dallas, with a chance at a Big 12 title. The heartbreak for them is where do they go quarterback-wise moving forward? Then Alabama, still the standard. As poorly as they played, they still made the adjustments and have the player, which is more specific. Who was it at the end, Gus? Will Anderson with the sack, Bryce Young with the drive. They've got the dudes, and they executed when they needed it.
All right, 2019, the final. Alabama comes back. The number one team in the nation wins it by a penny. Coming up after this break, we'll take you out to Washington State at Wisconsin. For Jenny Taft, Joel Klatt, I'm Gus Johnson saying so long from Austin. Have a great day.
The Masked Singer is back with new costumes and double unmaskings every episode.
Tommy Lee, Tom Holland,
The GOAT, Tom Brady. The Masked Singer, all new September 21st on Fox.
Fans love The Big Bang Theory.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for making us laugh and smile for all these years.
Thanks for all the new things I've learned. I feel so much smarter.
Namaste.
Thank you for putting your heart and soul into this work.
Thank you for all the happiness you bring to us.
Oh, you're welcome.
You didn't just make an impact on me, you made an impact on the whole world.
You have made every single one of these episodes an absolute dream come true. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
The Big Bang Theory, weekdays from 5:30 to 7 on Fox 10 Extra.
Enjoying spending time with your family?
How did we get to this place? Great workout. Oh, no!
Then come spend time with Modern Family.
What am I looking at here?
Oh, it's a role-playing thing we do on Valentine's. It bumps the lovemaking up.
Phil. Come for the comedy.
I'm coming for you, Lily. Hey, stop! Let's go!
Stay for the love.
Thank you for being so vulnerable with me.
I hate you.
Modern Family.
Weeknights at 11 on Fox 10.
Connect with Flex, Fox Local Extension. Reach local viewers down to the zip. Across Flex and 150 plus premium partners. Receive white glove customer service with no hidden fees to help reach your goal. ConnectWithFlex.com.